Hey guys, it's Darude Leavestorm here, and I'm here with another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Now, this battle was just a fun battle I had with Cainan. He's someone I found on, I believe it was Weedle Twin Needles Discord, yay. But yeah, I brought a fun RU team, as you see right here. Bringing Garbodor, which is just Rocky Helmet, Spikes, Toxic Spikes, Garbodor. It's just Hazard Sack for the Moxie Mightyena with Zemi first to get +2 speed. It also has Crunch, Play Rough, and what's my last move? I feel like, let me just double check for you guys. My last move is Iron Tail on this Mightyena. So yeah, we got that. We've got a defensive Gorgeist with Will-O-Wisp, Synthesis, Foul Play, and Leech Seed. We've got an offensive Simipour with Nasty Plot, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, and Focus Blast. I changed the item from Salic Berry to Life Orb, I believe. So yeah, we got that. Because I was going to run a sub Simipour set, but I decided not to. But I might go back to the Salic Berry, I'm not too sure yet. Because doesn't it pop when you're at half HP? Is that right? I think that's right. Half HP? When you're at a quarter HP or less. So with Gluttony, that's half HP, right? let's just go with that. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I might change it back. But yeah, we got that. And then we've got specially defensive Bronzong with Rocks, Toxic, Protect, and Gyro Ball. And then finally, we've got offensive Domfam. Well, it's max HP, max attack, with enough speed to outspeed Nidoqueen, because Nidoqueen destroys this team. We've got Rapid Spin, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Toxic. So yeah, as you can see, my opponent is bringing a not so fun team to deal with. He's got a Snorlax, he's got Drifblim, which is interesting, I quite like that. He's got a Tapu Koko, Arcanine, Garchomp, and Kartana. So this is going to be a pretty difficult team to break down. And I really don't see Mightyena doing much this match I face, especially with that Intimidate Arcanine. But let's get into this. This is obviously going to be a fair and balanced match. So yeah. But yeah, I am going to lead. He's going to lead with Snorlax. Sorry, he leads first. He's going to lead off with Snorlax as I lead off with my Garbodor, because I saw he had no hazard remover, so I wanted to get my hazards up ASAP. Now, I did decide to go with the C-Bomb over the Drain Punch on this Garbodor. So I don't have that, which is sad. But yeah, I'm going to set up a layer of spikes as he goes straight for the Belly Drum. So this is fun. I've been swept by a Belly Drum Snorlax before. Cough, cough. Down a key. Cough, cough. But let's not talk about that. So yeah, he's going to eat his Figgy Berry, I believe it is. Right here, and he's going to get all his HP back, and he's at +6 attack. However, I knew it was going to either go for the return or the body slam or whatever, or the earthquake, and I knew Gorgeist could take a hit, so I am going to go right onto Gorgeist, as he actually goes for the high horsepower and misses. That's why you run earthquake, ladies and gentlemen. So here I go for the foul play, which I do carry on this Gorgeist, and it's going to do a hell of a lot to Snorlax. I'm so glad I run the foul play. I mean, I could have possibly Will-O-Wisp, Leech Seed, sold this thing, but Foul Play just makes this a lot quicker. He's going to eat his Figgy Berry and get back up to a decent amount of health. I'm just going to go for another Foul Play because this thing's at +6. I cannot mess around. And it looks like we get a higher roll this time as we do knock out the Snorlax. So we're up 6-5 right now with no health gone on our Mons. So that's nice. As in comes Drifblim. Now, I do have Mightyena, but it really doesn't switch into Drifblim, so I am just going to stay in here. I had a feeling he might overpredict, but he doesn't, as we're going to take a huge amount on our Gorgeist, but I know I can synth this up later, and I did go for the Leech Seed to try and get some recovery, but we do miss, so that's unfortunate. But Gorgeist, excuse me, Jesus, my voice. But Gorgeist isn't that useful, as here, now I am going to go out and do Sparks, the Mightyena, because we can force a switch on this thing, and as you can see, we take the Shadow Ball, but it still does a really decent amount to us, because I'm a Mightyena, I can't really do much, and he does have switch into this thing, so I believe I just go for the Crunch right here. I think I went for the Crunch, let's see, Did I go for the crunch, or did I predict? Now, I could have predicted. Let's have a look. I'm really excited because I don't remember this battle too much. As I do switch out, I pull a double out into Garbodor because I just wanted some more hazards up, so I could potentially sweep with the Mightyena later on. So yeah, we are going to get Garbodor in, and I know I can take a Volt Switch just fine, so we are going to take the Volt Switch, not just fine, but we are going to take it, and I just felt like hazards were really important since he doesn't have any hazard remover, like I said. So in comes Garchomp now. Shiny oh no, it's not Shiny Garchomp, excuse me. As I'm going to set up a layer of spikes. So we've got 2 layers of spikes up now, so that's really helpful. As here, I am just going to switch out. I can't remember what I switched into. Oh, I switched into Bronzong. Of course I switched into Bronzong, because now I can get my rocks up, and we have 2 layers of spikes up and rocks up. So he does go for the EQ right here, which is perfect for us. As he does withdraw, he may be Scarf Chomp. I was expecting like a Fire Blast if he stayed in, but no, he does not, and we are able to get our rocks up. But in comes his Drifblim, which is actually kind of a problem for me. The one Mon that isn't like UU or whatever, I don't know what tier Snorlax is in. So I am going to stay in here since I am specially defensive. I know I can take it, and Drifblim isn't all that strong. So I'm hoping I can just land this Toxic, which I do. And I'm going to have to start stalling this thing a little bit, because this thing actually is getting quite scary. So here we're going to get our leftovers back, which is perfect. I know this team is a little bit more bulky than what I usually run. But I mean, I have a Mightyena, so, you know, you gotta kind of deal with it. But yeah, this team is holding up well so far, as we are going to just go for the Protect, get some more toxic damage racked up on this thing. And I see that my opponent plays pretty safe, but, you know, he could pull out that one crazy prediction and it could cost me the entire game, so I'm still not going to settle on his playstyle just yet, because he definitely could, like I just said, make a prediction and just completely screw me over. So here I am just going to go out into my Mightyena. It is my safest bet, as now we have more hazards up than last time, so it's looking nice for us right now as he does fire off a Shadow Ball, and I do have the Z-Me first, like I said. I know I can take another Shadow Ball, but he gets a special defense drop, which is kind of huge. I really didn't like that, but yeah, he's going to switch out right here with his Drifblim, and it has to come back in on rocks anyway, so that's perfect. As in comes the Tapu Koko, as he's going to take the spikes damage and the rocks damage, leaving him just under 50%, as off goes the Electric Surge. And here I believe I go for the Crunch, which I do, putting this thing in range of another hit from Mightyena, but obviously I can't stay in here, as I do switch out into Donphan. I believe I switch into, yeah, I do switch out into Donphan, which you could say is a pretty bad play, as he does go for the Dazzling Gleam. Honestly, I just thought he would go for Volt Switch, but nope, as he is going to hit up my Donphan with a Dazzling Gleam. But yeah, this wasn't a great play on my behalf, not gonna lie, but I really didn't have a switch into Tapu Koko. I mean, I shouldn't really, since this is an RU team, but like I said, I just didn't want to take too much damage on Bronzong, as I am going to go out into it now, because if he does go for the Volt Switch, then he will die to the hazards when he comes in next time, so that's nice. Which is kind of unfortunate though, because I was hoping this thing could be my Mightyena bait to get that Moxie boost up, but nope, as Emerald is here, and I am just going to have to stay in, well, I'm going to go for the Protect, obviously, to get the leftovers, but I honestly think I just have to take this Volt Switch, and I believe I think this is the last turn of the Electric Terrain, or there's one more after this. Is this the last turn? No, it isn't. So, yeah, I am going to switch out right here and go out into my Gourgeist, because I knew if he went for the Volt Switch, I could take it, and plus, I'm already at a really low amount of HP anyway, so we are going to Frisk his Life Orb. We already knew that. I could have used this for Frisk Bait to see his items on his other Mons, but wasn't really worth it, as we are able to take the Volt Switch with 2 HP, and down goes the Tapu Koko. So that is a huge offensive threat gone on his side, and I'm happy it's gone. The hazards really helped me take that thing down, not gonna lie. As well as that Mighty Anna crunch, though. But yeah. The electricity disappears now. So yeah, it would have been nice if it disappeared versus Bronzong, but nope. As in comes Driftblim. And this thing is still a problem for me. But yeah, I am just going to sack Gourgeist right here, because then I can get a free switch out into my Mighty Anna. As always seen from this thing is Shadow Ball. So I'm really not too sure what this thing's doing. It could be like Scarfed or something, I'm not too sure really. But he is going to take the toxic damage. And now here, I knew it was time, because this is like the only time I'm going to be able to pull this off in this matchup now. So yeah, I am going to go into Mighty Anna, and I'm going to click the Z-Me first, as he does fire off a Shadow Ball. Now, I could put Sucker Punch on this set, but with the Z-Me first, I really didn't see any point in it. I felt like Iron Tail for Fairy types was a little bit better. So yeah, we are going to go for that Z-Me first, especially with stuff like Florges still in the tier. So yeah, that's fun. So out comes the Z-Me first. It fails, obviously. It would have been nice if we outsped, because then we could have gone for the Z-Me first and then gone for the Shadow Ball and potentially KO'd. Probably not, but you know. So yeah, now we can fire off the Crunch, and we can get the Moxie boost right here off of the Crunch. But he does still have that Arcanine in the back, and if I got one more layer of Spike up, I could probably have been able to take on the Arcanine. But actually, in comes Kartana. Now, Kartana's going to take the Rocks damage and the Spikes damage, but yeah, Kartana's pretty bulky in defense, and we're a Mighty Anna, so we're obviously not going to be able to knock it out with this Crunch. But it is going to do a really nice amount, which is good. I'm really glad we weakened the Kartana, to be honest. But Kartana scares me to death. I do not like Kartana. I've been swept by it quite a few times. It can be a scary mum once set up. But yeah, he is going to get that Beast Boost. I'm expecting this to be a Scarf Kartana, so I am just going to go out into my Garbodor and try and get a Toxic Spike up, or even just a last layer of Spikes. But he is going to reveal he's not choiced, and he goes for Smart Strike. However, I am Rocky Helmet and Aftermath, and the Aftermath is just going to straight up take out the Kartana. So we stop the Kartana sweep right there, which is perfect. Down goes Paper Plane. So yeah, in comes his Garchomp. I got into Simipour, and I'm like, oh, well, this is the one thing I didn't want to see out of Arcanine and Garchomp. We got the 50-50 wrong, but yeah, that's cool. But I still have my Bronzong in the back, so I am just going to pull the switch out into that, since it walls it pretty well. So yeah, but he pulls out the Tectonic Rage, Z Earthquake. I was scared of him being Scarfed, but yeah, he just pulls out the Tectonic Rage and Emerald Levitate. Get cock-blocked, Garchomp. Get absolutely cock-blocked. Emerald don't want none of that. So yeah, I am just going to fire off the Toxic right here, I believe, as he goes for Rock Slide, showing that most likely is the only way to hit me. But we are going to connect the Toxic, which is nice, because I really don't want to be Toxic on this thing for too long. So yeah, and I just want this match to be over. So I'm glad we hit it the first time. So yeah, we're going to get our leftovers back, as he's going to take the Toxic damage. So yeah, here I believe he pulls a switch out into his Arcanine as I go for a Gyro Ball. Because, you know, if he switched out into Arcanine, I have a Simipour in the back. Like, I'm really not scared. So yeah, he's going to take the Spikes and Rocks damage, and as you can see, it just does a number on Arcanine. Hazard stacking is so fun. Fun. But yeah, I am going to go for the Gyro Ball. So we're going to roll over this Arcanine. And it's going to do a decent amount, actually. And we're going to get our leftovers back. So yeah, we're looking in a really nice position right now. Because his Garchomp can't beat his, my Bronzong, and we have a Simipour just there, so, you know. I bring in my Donphan right here, since I don't need it anymore, and I can get a free switch into my Simipour and kill something with Hydro Pump. If we land it, that is, because, you know, landing moves is not my forte. But yeah, we're going to go out into Cress, avoid Cress, the Simipour, and we're gonna go for the Hydro Pump, as he actually switches out right here, Not too sure why, but he goes into Garchomp. I mean, we had this battle anyway, unless we missed. That was the only way. Maybe it was like, I don't know. Did we see an item on the Arcanine? Because if not, he might have been banded, in which case he couldn't have won at all. So yeah, we are going to knock him out with the Hydro Pump. And Simipool is going to take the Life Orb damage. And Arcanine is actually going to die upon re-entry. That looks like it was just about... actually, it was... yeah. But yeah, Arcanine's going to die upon re-entry. And we are actually going to take the win here. Simipool, the boy, picking up the win. But yeah, that was a really fun match. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I got to use Zini first, my Iana. He got 1 kill, but you know. Let's not talk about that. Has a second God Order is great. Foul Play Gourgeist is great. It just stops Dragon Dance. Totally. Sure. Dragon Dance Zal counter right there. Gourgeist. But yeah, that was a really fun match. So thank you, Cainan, for the match. And thank you all for watching. I have a new series coming up, guys. So yeah, make sure you watch out for that one, because that's going to be really fun. But yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you all for watching. This has been Darude Storm, and I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.